On September 16, 1919, the first meeting of the Apartment House Owners and Managers Association of San Diego County was held in the small ballroom at the U.S. Grant Hotel in downtown San Diego. The meeting was called to establish a permanent organization where owners and managers could cooperate and discuss the many trials and tribulations of the average apartment house operator. Those trials and tribulations would intensify dramatically in subsequent years, especially during the Great Depression.
But due to the stimulation of the National Housing Act, 1935 presents a different picture.
It was the mid-1930s before housing and building started booming again, boosted by New Deal programs like the FHA.
The California Pacific International Exposition, San Diego Fair to you, is playing host to millions of visitors in sunny California. Among the Spanish buildings that dominate the fair, one is struck by this typical American town in miniature. In this display, sponsored by the local Better Housing Committee, buildings of all types are modernized before your eyes. First it's old, then presto, it's new. Now here is a bungalow whose imaginary owners needed more room. So flip it over and we find the addition of a spacious attic and a new wing.
Of course, these government interventions were often accompanied by increasingly complex regulations. So, as the post-war economic expansion continued, the association evolved, supporting its members with regular updates, industry publications, and education. As well as some name changes. By the end of the 1970s, the association had joined the National Apartment Association, established an annual trade show, hired a high-powered lobbying firm, formed a political action committee, began offering CAM certification courses, helped defeat rent control ballot initiative Prop O, and became the San Diego Apartment Association. Having firmly established itself on local, state, and national levels, the association enhanced its profile during the 80s and 90s, steadily increasing its educational and training offerings, appointing committees to navigate important new legislative issues, and instituting industry traditions like the Mark of Excellence Awards. We entered the new millennium as the California Apartment Association's Chapter of the Year, and the San Diego Society of Association Executives Association of the Year. On the heels of these accolades came unexpected and serious tests of our industry, as condo converters pushed out apartment investors, and the eventual collapse of the housing bubble. The many trials and tribulations of the average apartment house operator invoked at that first meeting in 1919 were never so critical. The housing landscape has never stopped shifting, changing, and presenting new opportunities and new challenges. The association, now the Southern California Rental Housing Association, continues to grow and elevate education, cooperation, and advocacy for our membership and the industry we have served for 100 years.